Just done an interview with the local podcast, and you mentioned this bookies predictions thing. It really doesn't matter, doesn't it? It's about what happens week on week.
Of course it does, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't even read it. I don't know what the bookies are saying, where we're going to be. I'd be very surprised if they were saying we were going to be competing to be champions. And it's quite an interesting thing, really, because there's something happened, I think it was last week or the week before. I was on an EFL Zoom for about 3 hours on my day off, where it was a managers meeting, and they were going through all the different things about PGMOL changes, different appointments in there, and safeguarding issues, and what you're supposed to do with fans invading, and what players should do if there's pyrotechnics on, all of this sort of stuff. And one of the last slides one of the people from finance put up was a slide, and it was a graph and it was for the last 3 seasons, and basically it was the average league position on your budget. So it's, you know, the budget for the playing budget, and how that relates to the final league position. And it was a bit of a scary graph to look at, really, because our budget over the last 3 seasons, there's only twice it's actually finished higher than 18th in the table. So it actually gave me a bit of a slap, and whereas I'm feeling really optimistic, it made me think, right, okay, you need to get your sleeves rolled up again here, because you've got some hard work to do. So for me, and this isn't a negative one, if we're above 18th, we've gone against what the last 3 years have done. We've got to make sure we are. I want to be competing in the top half of the table. That's where I want to be. It's as simple as that. And I want to make sure that graph that we got shown by somebody in finance of the EFL, that we're going to defy that. The players have shown me that they've got a desire to do it, and we've got to make sure we keep fighting to get ourselves as high up that table as we possibly can, regardless of EFL league graphs, regardless of bookmakers.
I think just full circle, doesn't it? Because now that's your recruitment that will come under the spotlight to make sure the players are here who can achieve that for you.
Yeah, but that's always been the case, in all honesty, Andy. Ever since, probably I would say, since I worked here with John Nixon guiding me on how to work budgets and stuff in my first time around, I spend the money as if it's my own, and I don't want to fritter it away. I have this thing, every pound's a prisoner. We have to make sure we spend every pound wisely. We can't afford to fritter it away and think, well, I'll just chuck that and have a little gamble. We can't do that. That's not where we are as a football club. In fact, really, I don't think any manager or coach or sporting director or MD or anybody should ever do that with somebody else's money. You have to spend it really wisely. So it makes the recruitment a challenge, but it also makes it a really exciting thing to be involved in.